probably can hear me, but testing, 1, 2, 3. I know you can hear me now. I'm just trying to get the sun out of my face. Let's see how this goes. Um, ooh, painful. Nope, that doesn't help either. Okay, that's better. Uh, hey, what's up, y'all? It's the Crypto Harlem live stream. That is a random dog. Hey, it's my stream, bro. It's not your stream. Shh. Shh. It's okay. Um, shh. Dude, everything's gonna be okay. hmm I know. Okay. I think he'll chill out in a minute. So I promise he'll calm down. I don't know that dog personally, so I can't actually vouch for him, but or her, or them. But I think I have a feeling that we have more fortitude. So anyway, it's October 5th. It's a Crypto Harlem live stream. Thanks for listening. And today on the stream, I'm joining you from outside, as you could see. And I thought it'd be cool to, talk about, you know, uh, artificial intelligence a little bit and how you can opt out of a lot of those different services that exist. Um, Oftentimes, as you may know, there's this thing called artificial intelligence. Dog. Um, and yeah, like I think he'll get tired. So it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. It's super hot out. I like that. Blue skies. Here in not New York City, but yeah, it's like outdoorsy, no skyscrapers, a lot of dogs, cats, even things like that. You know, and you know, yeah, it's a bright day. And when it comes to artificial intelligence systems, they're existing in a lot of different places. So I thought I'd put on this like comedy thing that I saw on the Baroness von Sketch show, which I think is on Canadian television. Um, and I put that clip on. Then I'm going to talk about how a lot of the services that we use, because AI is getting dumber because it's feeding off of itself. A lot of the internet is turning off access to AI. AI used to be able to go anywhere it wanted and use the internet like a giant library and just read everything for free. But a lot of content creators were like, wait a second, why are we letting your robots come in and eat everything for free, all you can eat, drink all this data, get super smart, and just I just walk off and leave. Like it's kind of like that scene. If you ever seen the movie The Fifth Element, right? And then like the Fifth Element, it goes and it reads, it learns all about mankind, and it starts crying or whatever. Um, that's like a clip, um, and like I think it's. Let me actually. We could watch it together. The Fifth Element's name is Lilo. It's like, yo, what's your name? Lilo. That's what the Fifth Element says. And then the Fifth Element gets access to all the data stores, like a giant library, and just drinks it all up, and realizes like, oh, mankind is not playing games, and is like hell bent on destroying itself. That's not cool. So same thing. AI hasn't reached that conclusion yet, but it's reading everything super fast, kind of like Neo learning kung fu. Um, I should get all these clips and put them together. I wonder how I can do that without getting a takedown strike. Man, I got to figure this out. But right now, we'll just do a quick like video share. I'll just show you this real quick. So I'm not pre-screened this, but I feel like this will have it. So just kind of like explaining how AI works in a silly way. Um, AI goes to the open internet and just like, okay, I want to read about every topic. And now this AI is just like drinking up all information about war. And then you get to the point, without looking at more war footage, images, where like he's just freaked out and crying, you know? And that's probably what AI is doing right now. Probably not always at when it's looking at images of war. It also could be freaked out and crying, looking at some like really bad content that's out there. It's really annoying and boring. That was a little bit of a joke, you know. Like it's like, damn, did that dude really slap that dude at the Academy Awards? Yeah, that happened. So AI is like, no. Or like, why 1,000 bottles of baby oil? No, things like that. But yeah, so the internet's really shutting down to AI, and so they've got to change how they collect data, and that means making deals with different properties to absorb and ingest data that's on those platforms. And a lot of those platforms are things that you might be using every day. For example, um, um, LinkedIn. Like you might be using LinkedIn. You write a big LinkedIn post. You put your resume up there. You have all the stuff you're saying and you think, okay, cool, that's just me using LinkedIn. You don't think, hey, that's me giving my information to generative AI for free so it could use it when it's writing sentences or drawing pictures, all my proprietary business stuff, and etc. So you might not realize that's what you're doing. And so I thought I would tell you how to turn it off. Speaking about off, I might have to take off this really nice Crypto Harlem hoodie, available at cryptoharlem.com right now. Operators are standing by. Boom. Um, because it's roasty here in the sun, right? So yeah, but let's jump in and let's take a quick look at I think I can make this work. I was working on this video and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna post this. And it's just the video of last stream, like just the part on how to turn off LinkedIn. So I thought I'd go over that real quick, and then I talk about 23andMe and all the situation that's going on over there, and the fight for humans' DNA. And then, if you're not scared of robots or DNA databases and all the mess that creates, you know, well then, I don't know. Like, we could move on to something else. Okay, so let's see if I can get this queued up. I know, dog. You and me, buddy. Let me try to find this. Boom, boom, boom. Hmm. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but someone. Okay. Let's see. Huh. Um. Oh, that's me. Okay, I guess it's kind of like loading in. So maybe if I turn the sound off here and hit play, it'll inspire it to buffer in. Okay. While that's happening, I'm gonna go back to you guys. I don't want you to feel like I'm not being fully present here on the Crypto Harlem live stream. So, um, one thing I like to do is to put some background music on. So, if you have a genre that you'd like to listen to, just put out a type of music, and we'll put it on the background while we kick back and talk about this here artificial intelligence thing and this here 23andMe situation. Um, Now, 23andMe is going out of business. They're having a really hard time. You wouldn't know by going on the website, but there it is. Oh, wait, hold on. It's my homie right here. Hey, y'all, I just needed to mute that conversation. I know you couldn't hear anymore because I didn't want you to hear. I was just talking, but I wasn't talking to you. I was being rude. But it's okay. It's just us now. We're chilling. So if you could, yeah, just spit out a genre. I'll throw it on, put it on the background, and that way we'll have some music that we could listen to. That'd be cool. Otherwise, I'll find one. Let me. Oh, you know what? I think I had one last week that was like, I don't like using old tracks, but I didn't really get to put it on. This sun is cooking this computer. If you want to know what makes a computer grind to a halt, it's running a live stream. Let me tell you right now. Um, Also, I originally started doing the stream with a nice camera, but then I was like, I bet it's nice outside. Let me switch it up and do it from outside. But it is roasting, and the sun is not playing games. So, joke's on me, really. Okay, background audio. Let's find this. I had like a chill hip hop kind of track that I'm looking for. It has such a weird sound. Boop 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 boop. That's such a weird like idea for a beat. Let me try this other one. Uh, okay, maybe this one. Kind of smooth. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Without further ado, let me see if this other one. Yeah, this is okay. So here are the LinkedIn steps. I just put this together. It's made. It's basically. I don't know if I want to put it on because it's like made from last stream. But I'm trying to do this thing where I take last stream is like an hour, and I take like a couple things from it and I like edit them down so they look nice. Maybe I'll just run it by you to let me know what you think. You know. I'll stop. Mm, Boom. So it looks like this. Let me see what that looks like on your screen. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Oh, is it going to be buffering? I don't want it to be buffering.
If this is the only part of this here live stream that you pay attention to,
Oh no, that's not working at all.
let it be this moment right now.
I'm just gonna have to put. You'll see it when I post it. I'm unhappy with that quality of stream. You'll see it when I post it, but it's I'll post it up in a bunch of different places. But basically, it's just walking you through the menu of how to like opt out of AI in LinkedIn. I thought I'm gonna make how to opt out of AI or generative AI on everything. Um, so if you are concerned about feeding your favorite AI without permission or without, I mean, it's not permission. It's just most people don't realize that tools have changed and the settings are left that it's defaulted on to absorbing your original content, and you have to opt out. And this way, you get to opt out. Um, so that's that. On the 23andMe tip, if you're not familiar with 23andMe, they're not going to tell you they're going out of business, so the site looks exactly the same. But there's a website called 23andMe, and they have an ancestry service. They have 23andMe Premium. They have 23andMe Total Health. And what they do is you spit into a tube, you mail it to their lab. They let you know if you're at risk for any. A lot of people are really scared about, like, do I have a genetic marker that makes me predisposed for Alzheimer's or diabetes or cancer or a mental health issue or a heart issue. And so they sell it as like a preemptive step, to learn about like what your future health might be like. You're looking at your genetic code and your genome, genomic makeup, but also, and by genomic makeup is not something you could get at Sephora, y'all. Don't try to get it there. You know what I'm saying? I tried. They told me, they were like, nah, it's not the. I was like, yo, I don't have time for 23andMe. I just want to be able to. I need to know my genetic makeup. So I figured maybe you could tell me right now here at Sephora, and they were like, please leave. You know? Okay. So, but yeah, the site, looks like it always did. If you've ever visited it, I don't know, kind of like this. Boop boop, bam. 23andMe Black Friday sale early. They better sell it early because they're going out of business. So $59 for Ancestry service, and Ancestry service was the cheapest package. $1,000 for the first year of Total Health was, I don't know whoever paid for Total Health. A lot of people like to see, like, oh, my genetic makeup is, so I'm like 5% robot, 15% hip hop or whatever, 20% hardcore punk or whatever the case may be, and you have a map and you can see it and it's pretty cool or whatever. At the time, people had a lot of concerns about giving a company their genetic material because you can't change your genetic material. It's like it is what it is. And I saw this joke on social media recently, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna put that on the stream. So let me share it. This is from the um, Baroness von Sketch show. I was gonna share the video, but I didn't upload it in time, so I'm just gonna share it on the little sliver that it is on social because it streams better. You know what I'm saying? Let's put that up. Boom, and here's the link if you want to follow along, class. Uh, which is like a parody. All right, let's do it. Let's watch this. Let me stop sharing this one. Boop. Switch over here. No, nope. I did that wrong. I did that in reverse. My bad. Let me do it correctly. Do I want to continue as me now? Let's get this kind of big. I want to get rid of this. And get rid of that. And get rid of this part too. Let's. Where's that video box at? Uh-oh, here we go. This looks like that's the video. Hmm. All right, let me stop messing with this site. Leave it alone. Okay, so let's put it so you can hear it.
Results back from the blood sample.
Oh, it seems like it's even less, but you get the idea. It's like I got my results back from a blood sample test.
I sent into one of those DNA sites. Oh, yeah. Ready? Ring. I am 32% German, 68% Swiss.
Whoa!
That's cool. Yeah.
You know, I did that too. I sent my spit into one of those websites, and it turns out I'm 16% Irish and 18% Hungarian, and the rest is Italian.
That's neat.
Cool. I did it, and I found out I'm 75% French. I don't even speak French.
Whoa. You're blowing my mind. You're blowing my mind. What about you, Sharon?
Oh, I sent mine in and I found out that I'm, let's see here, 92% dumbass for sending a DNA sample to a random website that now has full copyright and unregulated access to my genetic code for the rest of time. And like 8% Spanish.
I love
Oh, that's so
Spanish.
Yeah.
Tapas.
Yes.
Mallorca.
It's dangerous though, like what we're doing now.
Salamanca.
Salamanca, that's a nice
You don't
word.
care that they can copyright your...
Croquette.
You didn't
Is that
read
a
the small print?
Barcelona.
All right.
Barcelona.
It's totally, no, it's fine.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh man. You like that one? Rich Man Chin liked it. D Elixir was like, ha ha ha. And Rich Man Chin was dead, but yeah. So okay, so you might have read the situation here. Let me just pull it up on some news sites for you. There's the NPR article if you like NPR. There's a lot of people running these how to delete your data. I'll make a how to delete your data. Um, this is a hot mess. This is one from a week ago from the Atlantic. Okay, so the Atlantic has this one. And it's, hey, remember that DNA you gave 23andMe? The company's in trouble, and anyone who has spit into one of the company's test tubes should be concerned. And it's a shopping cart and like a little double helix DNA little thing here. And this is like 23andMe is not doing well. Its stock is on the verge of being delisted off of the exchange, right? And it shut down its in-house drug development until last month. Only the latest in several rounds of layoffs. Last week, the entire board of directors quit. That's wild, right? Except for Anne Wachiki, who's the co-founder and the company's CEO. And amid the downward spiral, Wachiki has said that she'll consider selling 23andMe, which means the DNA of 23andMe's 15 million customers could be up for sale as well. Because it's probably one of the things that they have that's of most value. And that sucks because a lot of people it was a weird business model, and a lot of people point to the flaws of 23andMe, okay? Because let's say, as I showed you earlier, you paid $60 for a tube so you could spit into this thing, okay? Well, you pay $60. What up, DJ Dandy Tokyo? What's up? Air horn. Okay. Please follow if you don't follow. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so you spit into a tube, you paid $60. You got a little chart, told you that you were like 13% West African. That's cool, whatever. Why would you pay again? Right? So 15 million people paid and are in the database, but like why would you ever pay again? Like they didn't think about that? It's weird. It's like the service is like a one and done service. It's like a one-time shop. So whenever you're running a business, you got to have a business plan. You got to think about like, well, like why, what do people get out of keeping this? So, I'm not trying to tell 23andMe how to run their falling out of business, but had they just made it a subscription where you get all this info and the money keeps coming out, and if you forget about it, you forget about it. It's like $5 a month for the rest of your life, and it gives you an alert if like your genetic code seems to be connected to a new disease that's been discovered. I think that would have been a better way to go because at least they'd have like multiple clients. So you only have one-time shoppers. How many people are even interested in DNA stuff? So I think they kind of maxed out, and then they were like, "Oh, we didn't think about this." No disrespect, you know what I'm saying? Drop the beat. So yeah, that's what happened to them, you know. And the article goes into. Let me post the article here. Let me give some Kristen V. Brown, great article. Let's put the article here. People like, usually I just move on, but if you want me to, people have asked me to read articles with you a little bit. So, um, oh yeah, this one. So I want to jump over this paywall. Probably not here. Okay. Then you can see this is a previous. This is not. This is about the legal battle that brews over 23andMe's customer data breach. The state. So basically, 23andMe, a bunch of people's credentials got stolen. So credential stuffing happened. Usernames and passwords were leaked, and they got access to people's DNA. And then there was a settlement, and there's some arbitration claims. And this article is from just October 2nd, like 3 days ago. And it says last year, 23andMe Holding, NASDAQ Me, said the company learned that a threat actor accessed several individuals' 23andMe accounts through credential stuffing. Again, just using these passwords from other places, and they worked there. The company said the hacker accessed 14,000 users of the existing 14 million and accessed information including significant number of DNA relatives, about 5.5 million, and 1.4 million family tree, which is like if you're hunting someone down, that's pretty wild. You can find everyone who's related to them. The data breach happened a mad long time ago, April 2023. You probably read about it in October 2023, back in the day. And the company settled the lawsuit for $30 million. And back then they had money like that, so it's wild. And 5,000 people are part of this legal dispute. You know what I'm saying? And so they're trying to figure out what to do with the 30 million and how to pay people. And as you can see in the court filings, according to this article, it says that they claim to aim to eliminate contractual rights between private parties, favoring 23andMe while disadvantaging the claimants. And these individuals signed up for 23andMe. They were compelled to waive their rights to pursue legal action in court. So when you sign up for 23andMe, right, you sign away your rights to sue 23andMe. So you can't go through like a particular avenue for legal action. And that's not the only weird thing in the 23andMe agreement. It kind of like weakens you as a person. It's almost like they saw this coming, right? So you're forced to go to like private arbitration. Arbitration is not a court hearing. It's basically like, I represent you, this other group represents them, a regular person sits down and we try to like, it's like a peace accord or something. It's like, trying to find a no conflict situation in a conflict zone. There's no like proper rules, and it's really just people talking to people, and they were like, look, we need to protect the company's financial stability, and so we have to have an injunction, and you can't have any kind of arbitration in mass. You have to do one-on-one. So you can't actually all use one lawyer. You don't have one shared power. And that's a pretty wild situation with 23andMe when it comes to the data breach from 2023. Yeah. Which I guess it was like over a year ago, about a year and a half ago, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this went down. Now, this is the part that you probably want to pay attention to. And this is Flash Gear on how to erase your 23andMe. Open this up a little bigger and close that. For decades, 23andMe has been one of the most popular services, for personal genetic materials. And they got hacked in 2023, which exposed the data of 7 million customer profiles, right? And then, what else does it say? Oh, yeah. It says that 23andMe, is on the chopping block, and we don't know if they'll find a savior, but the data will likely change hands and may not survive the tides of commercial deals. So, and it just has someone who basically says, like, yeah, when a company's trying to sell stuff to make money, they can sell it in any particular way. And that data, one thing that people fear might happen is the data will be quote unquote anonymized. So they try to make it that it doesn't link back to you, and then it'll go to a place like an insurance company. Oh wait, I feel like you guys are not. Let me see, make sure that the share will work. Here we go. Oop, my bad. Right. So this is /.23andme, how to delete your 23andme data. So let's say the data gets anonymized, and let's say they sell it to some drug company or insurance company. You're gonna go to that place and be like, hey, please erase my data. And they're gonna be like, well, we anonymized it, so we took your name off, but we don't know where your data is anymore. Sorry. So now's the time. Okay, while you still have an account, while you still can log in, now's the time to erase your 23andMe. You know? Yes, they have your DNA. If that is correct. You know? Yo, Tornado, tell them what's good. You know what I'm saying? Air horn to you. Yo, what's good, Tornado? Props to you. I know you saw us at Hope 2024. Thanks for rolling through and being part of the live stream right now. So, you know, we were just talking about some things of the day, you know, and yeah, you know, air horns, you know. If you don't follow. If you don't subscribe and you got money like that, drop us some pennies. That'd be cool. It's like $5 a month. Crypto Harlem interns need that vegan pizza money, so, you know. But yeah, let me walk through the steps with you real quick in case you or a friend of yours knows signed up for 23andMe. You open up the app or their website, you log in, you go to settings. On settings, you find the 23andMe data section. That's the most important thing. Settings, then 23andMe data. Then once you go to 23andMe data on your dashboard, you'll see an option to download your genetic information. So you could get your raw ancestry composition and family tree. You could get all this data out of the system. So you want to check the boxes for the stuff you want to download, and then you want to click the permanently delete data option. Do that. Permanently delete that PDD, no baby oil. Okay? Permanently delete data. Okay? So PDD, not P Diddy. All right? And next, you'll receive a confirmation email on a registered email address that says, guess what? You know, we need to approve your deletion request. Don't forget this step because it's a 2-step. Oh no. Thank you so much, Tornado. You just subscribed. Tornado. Yeah. Now you get alerts when we come on. So, you know, it's all good. Okay. So yeah, 23andMe, you'll be like, yo, 23andMe, it's me. I came here, like you told me to download my data. They're like, cool. You're like, which data do you want? You're like, I want this one, that one, that one. Then they're like, okay, cool. Let me get it for you real quick. Then you're like, hey, you know what? Now that I got this, can you delete my data? And they're like, you sure? You want me to delete your data? And you're like, yeah, I need you to delete my data. And they're like, okay, cool. Consider it done. Then they email you. And like, remember earlier when you asked me to delete your data? Are you sure you want me to delete your data? That's wild. So don't forget that email step, okay? When you click on the link from the email, right? That's when, and only that when, they will delete your data, okay? And it'll say, like, do keep in mind that 23andMe will still retain some of the data associated with your account. And they say, while we will delete the majority of your personal information, we're required to retain some information to comply with legal obligations. That's crazy. But, you know what I'm saying? Your genetic samples should be gone, you know? So yeah, do this now. You know, do this now because we don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to happen soon. That's all I got to say. 23andMe about to be 23 in peace. Don't let it happen to your DNA, right? So, and if you know, hypothetically, allegedly have a twin, and your twin maybe is a big fan of like, you know, using things like 23andMe, which includes your genetic data, you can tell them, I told you so. Okay, just saying. You know, just saying. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay. All right. I know you couldn't hear me. I was just talking to my homie right here. Yo. HIPAA, man. How HIPAA gonna keep you safe now? Because HIPAA's like, well, You went in there, you gave them the data. They had like that long list of rights that you were signing away, like your right to sue them. And you said okay, because you really need to know that you were 13% West African, you know? Oh man. No, no, no. I mean, listen, I like Afrobeat, and I would want to know that I had a deeper connection to Movado or something. So, it's cool. It's cool. Um, uh, let's put that one. Oh man. Movado's like, I'm Jamaican, bro. Why you make me African for? Sorry, Movado. Um, HIPAA, man. What are my thoughts on OpenAI and ChatGPT? I'm not sure. Let me go ask ChatGPT. Um, yo, barely see the screen right now. Speak. Um, what are if I am okay? Oh, by the way, just want y'all to know, okay? In case you're wondering what Crypto Harlem is, Crypto Harlem is anti-surveillance, okay? Pro-hacktivism, okay? Crypto Harlem is here for the children, like Wu Tang. You know what I'm saying? And Crypto Harlem's been out here for over like 10 years. We're in year 11 right now, about to wrap year 11, looking out for all marginalized people on the planet Earth. Always have, ever, always will. $0, zero capitalism, not for profit, nothing but for liberation of all people. So, don't get lost in the sauce if you hear somebody say that they did it first, that they've been around for 2 days. Nah, we invented this. Okay? Word. Said it. Had to be said. Okay? Had to be said. All right? And and your boy Matt right here. How do you could trust me? How do you know? Because I'm one of the best hackers in the world. I travel this here universe and I look out for all my hacktivist people out there. And I'm looking out for everybody. I'm traveling these digital streets, but also getting mad miles, making mad chemtrails for you. All right, so let it not be lost. Um, if I am, okay, uh, social justice, hacktivist, anti-surveillance, not for profit, focused on protecting um, marginalized communities. What are my thoughts on ChatGPT and OpenAI? Let's ask the robot itself. Yo, Skynet, where you at? It's cooking. I asked the wrong model though. I asked 4.0. I should have asked 1.0. 01 mini man. 01 mini man. Okay, let's see. ChatGPT is spinning out a bunch of gems. Let me switch up the model real quick. 01 mini, you in the house? 01 mini. Okay, so original, ChatGPT model 4. 01 mini is already digging deep. Okay, 01 mini, tell the people. So the robot told me that I'm deeply concerned, so I guess I'll be deeply concerned. So yeah, no, really, look, we can't get the toothpaste back in the bottle. We should look at artificial intelligence as a technology, as social media. You know what I'm saying? And understand like the forces of capitalism, the pressures of this reality. It costs millions to billions of dollars to train a new model, right? And that's when you take machine learning, natural language processing, understanding how conversations flow, randomly picking the next word that you want to say to sound like you're a person, all that stuff. It costs a lot of money. Uh-oh. Okay. And oh, you can't curse on the stream? Oh, I didn't realize. I didn't know what it does. Maybe we did that because we set like the settings in our chat. We used to have wild stuff in here, and that's why we had to bring in our super moderators. You know what I'm saying? So sorry, Tornado. Don't worry. We're John Connor's chilling with Sarah Connor and my homie Kyle Reese. Put your hands together to Kyle. He was the first one to come back in time to warn us all and set Sarah on that path. Okay, let it not be forgotten. Respect on that name, Kyle Reese. All right. Okay, so let's bring it back. So the model costs a lot of money, right? And then you write your stuff. And the way that AI is, like, people want you to think that there's just like a genius robotic Skynet, that you can sitting in a chair in the sky and you can just send your questions to it, and then it just will bless you with some answers. But in reality, there's a cost. It's tokens, computationally expensive and environmentally harmful. And the models had to be built, and someone had to weed all the trash out of the model so it doesn't end up like cursing you out or dropping like all kinds of like racial epithets or something. And those people were people in the Philippines, West Africa, East Africa, Southeast Asia, getting paid $1 to $2 an hour to put themselves in harm's way, mentally and emotionally unsafe, watching the most traumatic stuff in text and video and imagery. So the model never got it because they fished it out, with their bare hands, you know what I'm saying, and really put themselves at risk. So it really sucks. Okay. So now you have this model after all that human labor and mental stress that you created and trauma that you created to people's friends and families and money that you spent. And now everyone who asks a request, it's going to be a singular, unique request, right? That's the power of it. It's not supposed to be like, hey, someone else asked this, I'll just tell you the same answer. That's what a search engine is. So you already know that this is turning into like a cryptocurrency, 2024 situation. Now you do that, and the stuff that it spits back at you, it's not really smart. It's stuff that it stole from the internet and using open source models and then their own sneaky, scrape the internet ways. And the AI is getting dumber and dumber. So we end up in a future where, in order for the AI to continue getting smarter, all the world's websites are turned off now because people are hip to their game. You can't just scrape a website and just pull the text and feed it to your AI. So they're going to need to get people, human beings, to feed the AI. So imagine that. Imagine, you rolling down the street, just walking, minding your own business, and then a van shows up and a bunch of people throw a hood over your head, kind of like that scene in that Bad Bunny video when he's going to get married. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's going to be like that. They're just going to grab the world's experts and throw them into a pit and be like, feed this AI. You feed this AI right now. But it's already happening, and the experts don't need to be kidnapped because they're doing it for pay. They're doing it for a payday, And a lot of people, that's why I talk about that LinkedIn thing. You're feeding the AI too, but you're not even getting anything out of it. It's sad. Okay, so don't get dropped. Okay. Well, don't let it happen. So I don't think it's horrible. I think that there's positive usage of it, and you as a one-person team can have like access to the ability to like strengthen that you can do, and we can have one hacktivist out there pushing to make things better in their country or their city or their village, have the power of like 1,000 hacktivists, and that's what artificial intelligence, machine learning, all that stuff, automation allows you to do. I love technology, but we got to be responsible with it. You know what I'm saying? We got to be careful in what we do. And there you go. That's a long answer for what you were saying. Let me see. I don't want to get a take, but I really thought it'd be cool to show this one scene. Let's go this way. And let's go. So here's another visual interpretation of how AI works. Okay, imagine that you're an expert in something, walking down the street, and you're just, let's say, chilling in in Spanish Harlem, chilling with on, I don't know. So yeah, this is what'll happen in the not too distant future. They'll just grab you up.
Oye, muchacho, el diablo azaroso. Suéltese más vivir que tú tienes en la calle. Búscate una mujer seria para ti. Muchacho, el diablo. Coño.
Yo quisiera enamorarme, pero no puedo, pero no puedo. Yo quisiera enamorarme, pero no puedo.
I can't, you know what I'm saying? You know, I can't do it. So, I don't know what language. What language is this? The subtitle in Italian. I don't know why. You know, I was singing it in Spanish, but they had the Italian lyrics on. You know, but yeah. So they're gonna be like, spit the answer, and you'd be like, no, I can't. I can't tell you the secrets of being a multi, charting reggaeton artist or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. All jokes aside, put your hands together for Bad Bunny. You know what I'm saying? Malo, conejo malo. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Yo, Tornado says I need to get some Morpheus style glasses. You know what? I have some Morpheus style glasses. I do. They like stick on your face. They really hurt your temples. No wonder why he wasn't in the new Matrix movie. He was too busy doing this. You know what I'm saying? My man Larry Fishburne. It's just like, ow, this glasses hurt my head, man. So yeah. But yeah, when I was on the cover of Newsweek, we did kind of Nick Lee. Props to photographer extraordinaire Nick Lee. You know what I'm saying? But we did this cover on Newsweek, and it looks kind of like a Morpheus. We were channeling some Morpheus vibes right here. So let me tell you, it looked cool, but those things hurt your face. That was this. Okay, this is a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Let me get those Larry Fishburne Morpheus shades, because those things just pinch on your nose. You can get some real deal ones. You know what I'm saying? That kind of do that for like $110, or you could be smart and get yourself some North Earth 3s for $15. They look like that. Let me see how this company, North Earth Morpheus sunglasses. How does that stay on the bridge of your nose? Boom, check these out. They just put some pressure on your nose. We also have this company, Plo. This is on some Alibaba tip. On eBay, we also have mad colors here. So, you could be the one without the, look at that. Nobody did it better than my man, Lawrence Fishburne, right there. So, yeah, you're right. I'm going to get those. So I need to rock them. Just got to own the identity. Just be out here like generative AI taking over. Now, yeah, another thing about AI that is it can get you into some pretty hot water, because let's say you're using Midjourney, which is generative AI, and there's this filmmaker, and yeah, she wrote a really good paper on IEEE paper. Let me just put it out here for you. And it was on Midjourney and generative art, right? And legal liability. And the article is called "Generative AI Has a Plagiarism Problem," and it's pretty wild. And in response to the article, Midjourney took down all the images that prove the point of the authors of the article. So let me just pull this up for you. And if you don't follow Gary Marcus and Reed Southern on X, definitely do, because I like their critiques on generative AI. Let me put it up on the screen. But basically, their point is this. Okay, so this is, I think it's Reed is the one who's the makes as a for a living makes movie posters. You know. So let's see, and let's see if we can find. And so, basically, check this out. Check this out. Let's get down to the point. This is Midjourney 6, and all they wrote was Thanos Infinity War 2018 screenshot from a movie scene, 4K Blu-ray. Then they put the AR here for aspect ratio 16:9, and please use version 6 of your engine, right? And it used a clip that's directly from the movie. If you think about it, look, it looks like it came directly from the movie, left and right. The original clip of what generative made. And even when they just wrote, this is Dune movie screen capture 2021. This is from the movie, right? And the interesting thing is that they were trying to figure out where they got this footage from. And there's even video games, The Last of Us, Ellie with a guitar. This is originally from the thing. So it's not generating it. It's just pulling its source data, its training data, and spitting it out to you. Now, the thing that they showed in the article, when you read the paper, is even when they write very basic things, like animated toy. See right here, it says animated toy. So imagine you didn't know what this thing was, okay? On the left there, okay? And someone just wrote on animated toy because they wanted an animated toy as generative art, and then they ended up with this on the right side, right here, right? Now you put that on a shirt, and you put it on a poster, and you put it on a book. Well, guess what? You just violated copyright. You're about to get sued. And it's not even your fault. You think Midjourney's gonna come to save you? Nah, they're gonna be like, you should have known better, dog. You know, so that right there is a minion. So now you just wanted an animated toy. You didn't realize that you violated some minions, millions of minions up in your house, wreaking havoc. You got a lawsuit that you didn't realize, millions of dollars you gotta pay. So it's wild out here. Let me just pick this up. Zenny opticals. I like Zenny. These are Zennies right here. You know what I'm saying? I was able to write some encrypt. This one says, it says Zenny on one side. Oh, it has the clothing brand, not a non on it. My other one say like encrypt. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Zenny needs to sponsor this here situation right here. You know. So imagine that. How full of minions that you didn't even ask for. So like, yeah, that's the danger. And so here's the piece. It's a really good paper. But if you try to replicate this, it doesn't work anymore because Midjourney, after a lot of, they're quiet, but they read everything, and they're always on social media, and they pull down. Like now, when you type animated toy, it doesn't show a minion for no reason. You can't get it to show a minion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Yo, if we were sponsored by Zenny, get at me. Crypto Harlem, sponsored by Zenny. Forget about it. I have like glasses from my forehead to my chin right now. I love them. Oh, all right. So we're just about at 2:00, and I just want to let you know. Let me just put my man's put homie's X on in case you want to follow. And when I say X on, I don't mean the gas station. Okay, I'm talking about his Twitter on. Okay, just want to let you know. Okay. All right. Zenny, you could sponsor the kid, but Exxon, nah. Okay. Reed Southern, Twitter.com. Oh, here we go. Yo, here's Reed right here. So if you want to read some scathing, we got to get Reed on the stream. That's what we got to do. I'm gonna hit up Reed. If you want to read some scathing critiques of generative art, Reed's take on it, and it's really smart. Like the arguments made, like the legal copyright infringement argument, as opposed to whatever, because it's less about feelings and it's more about the science. That's why I kind of like Reed's argument. So, if you don't follow, it looks like this. Let me look this up. Want to make sure you're following the right person. The page should look like this. Boom. And film concept artist, did work for Marvel, TV, The Matrix, Alien, Transformers, Woman King, Jupiter Ascending, The Hunger Games, all your favorite movies right here. This was the face behind some of that art, original concept art that ended up being used in the movie and the film. And look at this. Check out this on the energy use of AI real quick. Okay. This is another thing that Reed uses environmental and legal arguments, which I think are pretty solid ones when you're trying to make an argument against AI. Because a lot of people, they get in their feelings, and feelings don't win scientific debates. Keep it pragmatic, okay?
Demand is infinite.
Oh, by the way, this is my man Eric Schmidt, used to run Google. You might have heard of him. You know what I'm saying? Had a little bit of a situation recently. Don't read about it in in the about a mansion and a particular person. Yeah, let's go.
Even assuming everything that you're implying in your question. So let's go through that. First, we've already discussed better materials for batteries. That takes a while, but that's important. You move to DC power lines for better transmission, loss control, things like that. You build those things, that takes a while. In terms of delivery of power, you work on power line losses. You put the data centers next to the big power lines, as I described earlier. And architecturally, there are huge improvements to be made in essentially cost effectiveness per transaction. All of that will be swamped by the enormous needs of this new technology. And because it's a universal technology, and because it's the arrival of an alien intelligence, right, something we don't understand, we may make mistakes with respect to how it's used, but I can assure you that we're not going to get there through conservation. That's the key point. And the economics will drive it anyway. No large company wants to have a huge power bill. Most of the people that I've talked with say the power bill is becoming a very large component of their expenses.
Do you think we can meet AI's energy needs without totally blowing out climate goals?
It depends on, well, so the first place is there are plenty.
You got
the US
nervous,
uses
oh no.
less power now than we did, and generates less CO2 than we did of the bad kind over the last 5 or 10 years. So the industry and the regulatory structures are working to reduce on a percentage basis and so forth. So it's really kind of a race between improvements in, for example, gasoline emissions, electric cars, all the things that you all know again, that is getting much better, good job, and then this over thing. My own opinion is that we're not going to hit the climate goals anyway.
Oh
because we're not organized to do it.
Oh no.
And the way to do it is with the things that we're talking about now. And yes, the needs in this area will be a problem, but I'd rather bet on AI solving the problem than constraining it and having the problem.
Wow, damn. So he was like, we will have an energy problem caused by AI, but we're probably not going to get where we need to go anyway with human brains. So maybe we need to buckle AI into this to solve the problem, to stop the energy problem that AI creates and then saves the human brains. This is wild. You know? So, Bagel Bud. Yo, Bagel Bud, it was been wild these past few weeks. Wild, I tell you, okay? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you for being here. You know what I'm saying? I tried to do the stream, you know, but it just was too tricky to pull off. I'm just working on better ways to make the stream get done, you know, more efficient, especially when we outside. We outside Crystal Harlem right now, you know what I'm saying? Respect. See that CH on the chest, baby. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. So yeah, Crypto Harlem, which is short for Cryptography Harlem. It's not cryptocurrency, Cryptography Harlem. So yeah, we back. Don't worry. Sorry that we left you. You know, it's kind of like maybe I'm not really allowed to play music, but I could probably say something that's musical, you know, and you know, maybe that's maybe I could do that. Okay, like Aaliyah, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't play this song, but I can tell you that I want to apologize because it's been a long time since we left you without a dope beat to hack to. hack to, hack to, hack to, hack to. Wiki, wiki, wiki. Been a long time since we left you. Without a dope beat to hack to. Okay, so first you don't succeed, try again, Bagel Button. That's what we're doing right now. All right, y'all. I just want to say peace. Thanks for rocking with the kid. Crypto Harlem all day, cryptoharlem.com. Remember, encrypt, encrypt, encrypt. For those watching today, you might want to turn off generative AI drinking your LinkedIn stuff, okay? Up to you. For those listening today, you might want to, try to figure out if you spit into a tube and use 23andMe and get your data deleted quickly. You know, for those listening today, you might want to think about the actual cost of AI. And if you're using generative art and generative AI and you type in animated toy and you got minions knocking on your door, be careful, okay? That's all. All right? Peace, y'all.